wanted to show you something really cool that I've been having a lot of fun with, and basically show you how you can create a really easy, really cool it would either be a lower end foot in the door product, or you could even do this as a giveaway for an offline client, or just to advertise your services to offline clients. Now I want you to see what you're seeing, a screenshot of my computer screen, but I want you to see what we've got going on here. In the background, this is obviously a squeeze page, right? So in the background, I've got this really cool animated video. The stream's flowing, the clouds are floating by, the frond of this whatever is moving in the wind, etc., etc. And you can do more with this box than I did. I've done this pretty fast because it's the weekend and I honestly have some things to do. But this was so cool that I just couldn't. It couldn't hold off until tomorrow. But anyway, so you've got this little squeeze page thing and it says get instant access. Then you put in your email address and hit send me the coupon and blah, blah, blah. And you can set that up. So I want to show you how I set this up because, you have to agree with me. This is very slick. If you had a link to this from a client's page, this would look very slick. It would also look really cool if you set up several example of these. This is for, well, here's a lawnmower, right? So this is for lawn care. If you set up a bunch of examples of these and you just emailed them out to businesses and say, hey, I can set this up for you. It's an example of the kind of cool stuff we do in my business. You could either do it as a freebie, which I don't really recommend. I would charge at least $100 for this, but set this up. It's an example of cool out-of-the-box thinking type things you can do. So if you did this, you could, just go to network meetings in your area and show these to people on your phone. You could, I don't know, if you know about cold email marketing, you could do cold email marketing and just send people links to these and say, if you would like for me to set this up for your business, blah, 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 and just kind of explain that. But let me show you what I did to put this together. I've used a couple of tools. One, where did I get the animated background, which is really beautiful, by the way. I got it here. This is Chrissy Withers and another friend of hers just released these. This is called Animated Video Scenes. And let's skip through the sales letter and just look at the animated. So there they are, animated video scenes. Let's look at what you get with this. So you get these 20 animated video scenes, auto repair, bridal shop, lawn, that's the one I use, lawn care. And they all have about this level of animation to them. It's got a little animation here and there, enough to really look cool and sort of catch the eye of your client, and frankly it's going to help your client out a lot. But you get HVAC, you get a lot of really great niches here. You got a general office niche, which I like, real estate, huge. See, cool. And the price, by the way, since I showed you that, the price is just, I spent more than this for lunch today. So y'all probably think in my, well, obviously you're on my email list, otherwise you're not seeing this. But if you're on my email list and how I'm constantly saying, hey, you can buy this for less than I spent on lunch today, that's actually true. I go out to eat lunch nearly every day just to get out and do something different besides work, and that's generally, I generally spend that or more for lunch. Today I took out my son and wife and spent quite a lot more than that for lunch. But anyway, back to the point. I think you get the idea. You get these animated loops, which have this amount of resolution, look cool, and then you use them to create a squeeze page. Now there's a bunch of ways to do that. There are other animated squeeze page builder type things. I'm going to show you what I used, okay? And you don't have to use this. You can use your own, but this is what I use. I use a thing called Lead Pages. It is a monthly account, but I think they've got a 30-day trial. I'll include, wherever you're looking at this, I'll include a link so you can get a link to a trial if they have one. I have hundreds of squeeze pages out there for myself, much more than that for clients. You can become an affiliate of Lead Pages, and so when when you would sell something like this to a client, what you do is you make them pay for the Lead Pages in order to run this through, right? And we're going to have an autoresponder. Do you see where I'm going? So you're going to have to put this on an autoresponder. You would be an affiliate for the autoresponder. So suddenly from the Lead Pages account, suddenly from the autoresponder, out of one client and one, let's say, $100 El Cheapo product, suddenly you're making a nice little monthly commission from that. You see how I built that up? But anyway, so we go to Lead Pages, and I'll show you the one I use. See, I just have a standard account. And you get all of these cool Lead Pages. These are, let's go to opt-ins. Okay, so you've got all these opt-ins here, and we can look through these, but I'll show you the one I use, blah, blah, blah. As you can see, there are a world of them. I use this Jeff Walker video background. This is a little more grandiose looking. It's got a drag and drop builder, and you can take out elements, and as you can see, if you will compare this with the counter and all that and the logo, let's do this to make sure we're really clear on what we got going on here. So you click on that, and then it didn't do that. Doggone it. Hold on. So to make sure, use this template. Oh, it may be that, oh, well. Okay, here's where I built this. Notice where it says logo image. See, I can put that back in. It says Jeff Walker's product launch formula. You can get your own logo, put it in there, your client's logo. There's a countdown timer thing. You can put that back in there. I got rid of that. See how easy this thing is to use? You just do that. You say hide. Bam, here I am. You save it. You publish it. And it looks like this. So you can play around with the squeeze page a lot. On the second page from here, when you click on that and you actually enter the email address, you can play around with that. It hooks up with GetResponse, Aweber. Those are the two that I use, that I've got this hooked up to, and something else. I've forgotten. It hooks up to something else, but you can find all that stuff out. But this is what I used. There are other solutions out there where you can have, I needed something where you could have a video background. I mean, there's a world of them where you have a still picture background, but I needed something where you can have a video background, because what it's doing is it's looping this video. Whereas the video is an MP4, and you just put this online somewhere. So you could put it on your client's website. If your client has Amazon S3 storage, you could put it there. I have Amazon S3 storage, super cheap storage. I put mine there. And you can build this great little product here. It is so cool. And you can turn this into a recurring income by doing this. So what do you need to get going with this? You're going to need Lead Pages or whatever you want to substitute for that. I use Lead Pages. I can't really recommend anything else because I use Lead Pages. I love Lead Pages. It's cheap. It is quality. I use it in a ton of stuff, and it more than pays for itself. We're talking about by many, 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 many times. It's well within the budget of anybody. And pick up these animated little backgrounds from Chrissy, and you'll be good to go on this. And then you just set up, you know what I would do? I would set up, I'll tell you another really cool thing. You see that URL there? See? You can have this running through your website if you want to, but you don't have to. You don't even have to have a domain. All you have to have is a Lead Pages account, and this will host it itself. So you take this, annoying, you take this, you set up one of these for courthouse scene, so that would be for an attorney, right? You take this, you set up one of these for each of these, so you got 20 of them, and all these little URLs, and then you just market that to potential new clients. I mean, how easy is that? And you can get this whole thing put together for much less. Well, you can get the video scenes for much less than I spent for lunch. Let's see, let me remember how much I spent for lunch. You can get this whole thing going right now for still even less than I spent for lunch for me, my son, and my wife today. Not that that has anything to do with anything. I'm just pointing out that we're not talking about big ticket stuff. We're talking about creative, out of the box thinking that's not going to take you a ton of money to do. And this is going to look so freaking outstanding to your clients. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it, and